Alright, I think we're back. Unfortunately, I guess OBS wanted to crap out. So we're back. Nothing really changed other than me trying to figure out where the heck all my layers are. Alright, and then just add Oh, I can think of a faster way to do this actually. Now I think about it. Was this 2 days in a row that something weird happened to disconnect this stuff? It'll be kind of embarrassing if I wrote the wrong thing. Did I write the wrong thing? I think this is the character we're looking for. Okay. I haven't gotten a chance to do like easily one of my favorite parts. And it's just adding random line details everywhere, but let's do some vibing. Oh, you know what? Just kidding. I was thinking maybe I could no, it's fine. We're pretty much done. I wonder how much this cut out. Oh, you left 16 minutes. Wow, amazing. Thank you, OBS. It would be great if I had time to do backgrounds. It would be kind of nice to be able to... I need to think of a way to add a background. I think the tough part here was I wasn't going to like draw all these things. The lines. I think the comp needed some work. Drawing the lines kind of just really bad. It took so long. Live and learn. One thing I do have to get used to again is generally being okay with not finishing any things, right? Obviously, it goes without saying, you try your best to finish, or like to have something reasonable. And I should have cut it off at it's not that bad, right? Let me see. It was like 3 to 4 hours for HanziHero, right? And then WaniKani was 2 hours. I think we're at the 3-hour mark. So this is where time's up, basically. Time's up. We gotta go. And that's just what we got, right? This is what we got. It's good enough. I tried. It is way too difficult to... you know what? What happens if I took this? Hold. It's definitely more vibrant with that. That's too dark. What if I... Nope. I was thinking, where is it? Oh, wait. Is that the whole thing? If I just remove this? Hold up. Oh, no. We need that. Oh, yeah. No. We need that. In fact, I might actually even... It's fine. Okay. Yeah, let's conclude. I'm brainstorming for next time. I'm brainstorming where I could cut time and how I should reevaluate my compositions. Maybe the compositions are taking too long. All right. Update 2. Now I'm starting to wonder how am I gonna make time for something else? Okay. It's weave, right? Wait, how do you spell weave? Is it E-A-V? E-A-V-E? Yes. Write it. Yeah, I need practice for cursive. All right, so I think it's exactly 3 hours. So the longest days are going to be problematic, right? The longest days are the days I double up. I have to double up on my prompts. That's 6 hours, right? It's going to take 6 hours. And in order to squeeze in a 6-hour day, my HanziHero session is going to have to be less than 2 hours. And then the WaniKani session has to be like... the total between the two has to be 2 hours or less. Maybe 3 hours tops, which gives me a 9-hour day. Otherwise, I need to find a way to reduce the prompts down to 2 hours. This was an interesting experiment. So the experiment in this one was I was trying to find a shortcut way of doing this weave stuff. Like I was trying to weave the thing and I basically rushed over it. the idea was to try to take parts of the head, right? Take parts of the body and then weave one way and weave the other way and then visualize them as like big weaves. So first they're big weaves, then you put in smaller ones and then run them like against each other, right? But it has to be like curved because you're like wrapping around the thing. But it ended up just reminding me of drawing muscles. Like, you know how I have to wrap around the deltoids and all that stuff, and that didn't go so hot. That basically like took 3 hours. Like that basically took half the time. And I can definitely appreciate individuals who do this by hand, right? If I were to try to do this again or like something like that, it would still come out to be relatively the same. Otherwise, I would just increase my time and really do them one at a time, like very, very carefully lay it out one at a time and draw them all. So I think it ultimately more or less captures what the prompt is. Basically, the whole I was trying to create like a crochet, like people who like do a lot of crocheting, just imagine bundling it all up into like one of these sock puppets. So that's kind of the idea. So that left like 0 time for background. My intent for the background was to add more than one layer. So the first piece only had 2 layers, which is the foreground and the background, right? I wanted to start working on stacking elements on top of each other. So initially I was like, all right, I'm gonna make a bush in the front. So it was gonna be like I was gonna stack more things. Like the trees were gonna be 1 layer in the back, but then there's a further back and then the further back, so then it looks like it's a stacked element. But right now there's just not enough time. Like the time is way too short. It's crazy how much time flies when you're experimenting. Very fun. Another really fun day. I kind of want to here just because it's gonna bug me. Oh, I forgot. Mouse has no like sensitivity on the thing. That didn't quite go the way I imagined. Anyways, yeah, fun times. We'll see if we can experiment with more things. I think I need some idea. I need to start brainstorming some ideas, some background processing on how I'm gonna create the border. So like the other ideas was there's so many ideas where I would take the thing and split it in half, right? The actual border thing. So I would split the border in half, and then I would do an inverted mirror where whatever I do on one hand, it's gonna reflect onto the other side, right? And the idea was that if I have time, I was gonna make a themed border that complemented the background, usually the background. So that creates like the top layer, right? So the idea was today I was gonna attempt to draw like bushes or like branches coming off of it, right? Branches coming off of it and adding some leaves and stuff so that it kind of like obscures a little bit of the thing in the middle, so it creates like an interaction. But I have yet to even get to that point because I'm very, very slow. I think the next one's gonna be okay. We're not drawing like tons of lines and starting with line work instead of coloring it in. I think another way to do this was to block the thing and then just add the texture after. Just make long basic strokes, making the different lines, and that would be good enough. Or make less lines, just make giant chunks, bigger chunks. It was very fun deal. It's kind of annoying that OBS basically just cut off the last 20 minutes, which is kind of how long ago it is. I'm not sure if it's gonna stitch the two together. We'll see. Well, that's it for day 2. I'm technically behind schedule. I was very ambitious today, and I thought I could get into tomorrow's prompt because I need to liberate a day. We'll just continue. Maybe I'll do 4 things tomorrow. It's not a very long thing. Oh wait. Oh, tomorrow is the second lesson day. We'll see. So far, I need to find basically opportunities for 7 double prompt days. I need at least 7 double prompt days. I'm trying not to like prepare all these so far in advance. Like that's kind of defeating the purpose, right? Anyways, there you have it. It looks okay. I think, obviously, conceptually, that's the concept. Like this is pretty much what I would constitute. For me personally, this is what constitutes as like the first draft. This would be a sketch. I would pretty much qualify this as a sketch. And then when I go and want to do something with it, right, I would go back and do a proof of it. So that's basically everything needs to be cleaned up and executed again, but in a clean fashion, and most of the lines will be ended up simplifying for like a cleaner look. And then there would be like less obscuring and all that stuff. Yep. Very rewarding. One nice thing about doing art or digital art again is my hand. It's like it gets very steady afterwards. So it's kind of nice that it's steady. Get a good workout. All right, folks, that's a wrap. It's the end of day 2. Right. Not still working on the groove. Lots of things are gonna happen this month. We'll play by ear, right? So it's a wrap for day 2 of Inktober, my Inktober, I suppose. And we're gonna watch this later. Thank you. ありがとうございます. Right. 谢谢. Right. You are more than welcome to follow along. I digressed with a person that I've met online recently, and they might have something that they're gonna do that I can be able to share that was inspired off our conversation off Inktober. That's what I'm here for, right? So feel free. You're always welcome to stop on by, chat, talk about stuff. It doesn't have to be Inktober, maybe language learning, enjoyment, hobby, that kind of thing. Sharing, you know, open generosity. And I'll always reciprocate I was always try to reciprocate open generosity. These would be the moments where we can yap and do things. I think doing art is quite cathartic when you're like coloring and you're doing something repetitious. It's great to yap, keep each other company, keep each other motivated, much like studying and learning every day. Right. So until then, more than welcome. Right. Stay safe, stay healthy. Mite kurete arigato. Right. Kanshia Guankan. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye.